Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Caitlin Couponista. Tippy is here to say hi as well. So it is Wednesday. That means it's the new ad at Kroger this week. So we are going to go to Kroger and see what deals that we can get. I'm not going to be repeating any of the deals from last week, but you are welcome to check out the video from last week and the Google Doc. A lot of those deals are still valid, but I was trying not to repeat anything. So let's go see what new deals we can get at Kroger this week. All right, everybody, first deal up today is going to be on the children's Claritin. I'm not actually going to do this deal, but I thought it was a really good price if you actually use this or if your kids use this. So they're normally $28 each. They are on sale for $25 each, and they are part of the spend 15, save $5 instantly. So two of them is going to be $49.98. You're going to save your $15 instantly, and then we have a $5 digital coupon. So you're going to end up paying $29.98. You're going to submit to Ibotta for $5 back on each. So that's going to be $10 back. And then you're going to submit to Checkout 51 for $5 back on the one that you didn't use a coupon for. Or I guess you could use this $2 coupon, but that, will change your numbers a little bit. So after you submit back for all of that, your final cost is going to be $7.49 a piece when they're normally $28. So I think it's pretty good if you need it. All right, everybody, next deal up is going to be on the Crest Pro Health. So these are on the weekly digital deal for $2.99. We do have a $2 digital coupon, so that's going to make this just 99 cents. You want to make sure if you're going to use two coupons on one item at Kroger, you have to clip the store coupon first, which is the weekly digital deal, then clip your manufacturer coupon. But this is just going to be 99 cents. All right, up next is the Oral-B Floss Picks. This is the same weekly digital deal as the toothpaste, but we have a separate $2 digital coupon for the Floss Picks. So this is also just going to be 99 cents. All right, everybody, this is how I'm choosing to do the spend 15, save 5 this week. So I'm going to grab 3 of these Colgates at $3.99 each, and then I'm going to grab 1 Skin Tint at $5.99. This is going to get me to almost $18. We're going to save our $5 instantly. I have a $4 digital for the Skin Tint and a 5 off of 3 for the Colgate. So all 4 of these items after the digital and the instant savings is going to be $3.96 or 99 cents each. I don't think it's too bad at Kroger. I just found this on clearance at my store for $3.89, and we do have a $2 digital, so it's going to make it just $1.89 for this. That's not too bad for some degree all digital, so I'm going to grab it. All right, everybody, check your digitals and see if you have a $1 digital for the Pure Silk Shave Cream. These are on sale for $1.99, and with the $1 digital, it makes it just 99 cents. All right, everybody, next deal up is on the small gains over here. So these are $3.99 with the weekly digital deal. And I also have a $1 manufacturer's digital coupon. So I'm actually going to grab one of these for just $2.99, which I think is not too bad at Kroger. All right, everybody, I don't have any other coupons that would attach to this, but I don't think this is a bad price if you only use Brawny. And I know somebody who only uses Brawny paper towels. So I always tell her to get stocked up when it's about half off. It's a little over $1 a roll, so if this is your brand, I think it's a good time to get stocked up on it. All right, this is personally one of my favorite deals that comes around with the buy 2, save 10. So these are normally $20 for the 30 = 60 Scott Comfort Plus rolls. They're on sale for $14.99 each, but if you buy 2, you save 10, so it'll be $10 for each pack of 30 rolls. So this is a really, really good time to get stocked up if you need some toilet paper. All right, everybody, up next is something I always like to have a couple on hand of, the small spaces. So they are $3.99, not on sale. We have a $2.30 digital coupon, so it's going to make it just $1.69. All right, everybody, up next is a pretty good deal on Blue Buffalo. So these are normally $19. They are on the weekly digital deal for $13.99. Check your digitals. I have a $3 digital that everyone should have, and then I also have a $6 digital. I'm hoping that the $6 one comes off. I will pay $7.99, submit to Fetch for $3 back. That's gonna make this bag just $4.99, which I think is pretty good for some Blue Buffalo. All right, everybody, up next is a deal on the Royal Rice pouches. So with the buy 5, save 5, these are $1.29 each. We have a 50-cent Ibotta rebate that you can redeem up to 5 times. You can grab up to 5 bags of this for as low as 79 cents. I think that's pretty good, so I'm gonna grab a couple bags. All right, I wanted to show you some clearance that I'm finding. So this organic Simple Truth whole wheat seems to be about half price. And then these fiber pastas, the Ruffles seems to be, and so does the Bonzas and the Veggie Craft. So keep your eye out in this aisle. Okay, you all are seeing this too, right? 22 cents. 22 cents. Y'all are seeing this, right? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna grab all of these and we're gonna donate them and somebody's gonna be so happy. All right, I got distracted by this one, but there's more clearance over here. So this Dello egg pasta is down to $2.77. I've seen these as low as 47 cents in some other stores, but in this store it's $1.93 for these dried tortellinis. The Barilla tortellinis are going on clearance too. This whole grain Barilla. And then we got these Barilla chickpeas are starting to go on clearance. So just make sure to walk down the pasta aisle and see what you can find. Check the microwavable pouches of the pasta too. There's a bunch of different shapes going on clearance. All right, everybody, up next is a deal on Sargento, and get ready to sit down because we're getting 10 bags. So normally 10 bags would retail $38, but they are buy one, get one free, so we're gonna pay $18.95. I do have a spend 16, get $1.50 back on Fetch. It's not much, but it's something, which is gonna make these just $16.45 for 10 or $1.65 a bag. It's over half off, so I'm gonna go ahead and stock up. All right, everybody, up next is a deal on Swanson, the canned broth specifically. They're normally $1.33, but they are on sale for $1. I'm gonna grab 2 of them for $2. Use a 60-cent off of 2 digital, makes them just 70 cents a can. I think it's pretty good, so I'm gonna grab some. All right, everybody, I wanna show you all the clearance that I'm finding. So we got a bunch of the Lowry's on sale. The Noble Maids are going on sale. The Mezcos, the Kraft brand. I believe that's Traeger brand, all purpose. I mean, there's just a whole hodgepodge of clearance stuff going on over here in the spice aisle. All right, everybody, I have my free digital coupon, which is going to attach to this Betty Crocker brownie mix. It is normally $3.99 in retail value, so I think that's a pretty good free digital. All right, up next is a deal on the Dave's Killer Bread Bars. You can grab any of the flavors. I think I'm gonna grab this Cocoa Brownie one. So it is on sale with the buy 5, save 5 for $3.99. I'm going to use this $1 Catalina coupon that printed for me last week, I believe. I'm gonna pay $2.99. I have a $1.60 Fetch offer, and then we have 50 cents back on Ibotta. So that's gonna make one of these just 89 cents. Then I wanna show some clearance that I am seeing. So a lot of the Sunbelt 8-count bars are going on clearance. Got a lot of these Kind bars up here. Some of them are going even as high as 75% off. Over here, we got some, that's barely on clearance, but it's a start and it's gonna show that it is gonna go down more. Just keep your eye out. All right, everybody, here's some more clearance that I'm seeing is the one Hirsch or the Quest or something like that. A lot of the One bars, the Alani's, just stuff around here, some Fit Crunch. All right, everybody, up next is a deal on the Stouffers. I'm gonna specifically grab the mac and cheese with the broccoli. So these are $4 each normally. They're on sale for $2.50 each if you buy 4 or more. I'm gonna get 5 of them for $12.50. Use this $1.50 off of 5 Catalina coupon. Pay $11, and that's gonna make them $2.20 a piece, which is almost half price. And I think it's okay to get stocked up for some freezer stock. All right, everybody, we are back home from Kroger, and this is our entire Kroger haul, all 41 items. So we paid $66.63 out of pocket, but some of that was tax. So after we subtract the tax, because tax is different in every location, we're looking at $63.46 out of pocket for 41 items. That includes 5 Stouffer's mac and cheeses, 10 bags of Sargento, 8 pastas, a Gain, and a gigantic, for my dog, a bag of dog food. So I think that's already great. I did get $2.05 back on Ibotta, so not much on the rebate apps, but I'll take everything that I can. So that's 50 cents for each of the Royal Rices, and then that is 50 cents for the Dave's bar, and then that is 5 cents for any brand of dog food, and then $4.87 on Fetch. I'm claiming a ticket because it didn't get my $1.50 for the Sargento, but I still think it's a good deal. But it did pick up the $3 for the dog food, and then there was $1.60 for the Dave's. So it did pick that up. I will edit it in the video if they do credit me the $1.50, but right now I'm going off of the fact that they didn't yet. But that makes everything $56.54 for 41 items plus tax. So I think that's fantastic. I mean, it makes it under $1.50 for each item, which I think is really, really good. So I try not to repeat deals from last week, so I'm going to elaborate on that a little bit. It's the same thing. It is the spend 15, save 5. It is the buy 2, save 10, and it is the buy 5, save 5. There's a lot of different sales going on, so a lot of the same deals that we did last week, not the weekly digital deals, but any of the other deals that we did last week should still be valid this week if you didn't get a chance to do that. So if you want to check out that video and that Google Doc, you're more than welcome to. If you're not signed up for any of the rebate apps, I do have links down below. I think that's it though. I mean, it's a pretty successful haul, all things considered, because I was just trying not to repeat any deals that I did last week, and I think that we succeeded in that. So let me know what you all get this week, and we will see you in the next video. Thanks guys. Bye.